Hi folks, we're going multi-platform today. I'm coming to you from James's house. We're in the lounge area. We are just talking about the special episode tonight. It's James Nightingale's backstory. We're going to go back in time to 16-year-old James, and then we're going to visit him at his first job and where he interacts with potentially some of the characters that we've come to know. So if you've got any questions about that, any questions about the lead up, then do fire away. I'll try and answer them as best as I can. Yeah, it's all been very dramatic. Last night we saw that James has come to the realisation that he's being framed and has started work on trying to piece together who it is that has framed him. So let's have a little look. Thank you, Jojo. That's very sweet of you. I'm very pleased to hear that. Does Carl come back, and is there a future for James and him? I don't know. I've no idea if Carl comes back. I couldn't possibly say. But I do know that if James ever found out about his duplicity, then that would make their relationship pretty hard, I think. So, yeah, potentially. We'll have to see. I hope so, certainly, because Adam Rickett he's a great guy, lovely actor. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Hi Kelsey, you're back from your trip. I'm very pleased. I don't know where you went, but I hope it was a good trip. Harley has to be James's daughter. Oh, really? I mean, you know, what does James know about it? He doesn't know anything about it, does he? I suppose the poor girl's been living on the streets for years. Yeah, could be. Who knows? What else have we got here? Someone's bored at work. I'm sorry, I missed your name. Thank you, Suzanne. That's very sweet of you. Lauren, yeah, I hope you think so. It's they were great fun to film. Lizette got to wear lots of hair pieces, and so we all look very, very 90s and noughties and things like that. Here we go. What we got? What's my favourite part about playing James, Jordan? Probably he's a pretty witty guy, so I enjoy the one-liners. They're pretty good. The script department always keep me in good chat. Hi Haley, thanks for love of the beard. Excellent, yes, lots of love for the beard. That's what we want to hear. Does James have any idea that Sammy and Carl are behind it? No. That is what we're going to find out tonight. He's going to put together a kind of rogues gallery of all the people that he thinks could be the culprit, and he is going to try and piece together all the clues and work it out. Basically gets into a bit of a drunken stupor and tries to put it together. Right, what else have we got? Oh, Parry, you really need to get off Facebook, man. You know, Parry is a wonderful actor. I'm so blessed to work with him, yeah, he's excellent. So there you go. I hope you're pleased now, Parry. I'd like to see James find someone and being at ease with them. Yeah, I'd like that for James too. He's had it pretty tough. He's had a lot of bad boyfriends. Thank you, Julia, for your question. Who do I prefer James to be with, John Paul or Kyle? Neither of them treat him very well, actually. I think he needs someone who's not going to cheat on him, and someone who's going to set him up for a murder. Just going to go out on a limb. Maybe someone who just, you know, makes him dinner and a nice cup of tea and watch a movie together. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? What else have we got? Orla Boylan. You watch every night. Excellent. Thank you. Lots of love. Right. Love James and Carl getting together to a soft side. I know. It's nice to see James's soft underbelly, and such a shame that they screwed him over in such a terrible way. Did James really get Sammy's dad sent to prison? Watch tonight. Yeah, that will be revealed. What's my most memorable Hollyoaks moment? We had a lot of fun firing that car off a cliff in Wales. That was pretty fun. So that would definitely be up there with my most memorable moments. Working on a cliff with James Sutton, always a pleasure. Thank you, Kirsten Cambridge. Bless you. Is Brendan coming back? I don't. Brendan was before my time. I hear a lot about this character, but not that I'm aware of. Sammy is a... Yeah, right. Is your flat on Hollyoaks? Yes, this is my flat. Look, isn't it beautiful? little lick of paint here and there. You know, it's a lovely place to live. Carl needs to return to take Sammy down. Yeah, well, I certainly hope he does. I hope that he gets a pang of conscience, decides to come back and help James out of the current situation, because he's in some pretty deep SH1T. I don't want James to go to prison. That would be awful. They don't. You know, that would obviously be terrible. No wonder James is where he is with his mother and father. Well, look, his mother loves him. I mean, come on, she's got her own problems, but she does love him. His dad, otherwise, you know, he's pretty awful. But yeah, will James and Harry get together? I don't know. They've got a lot of history. It's possible, I guess. Anything's possible in Hollyoaks Village. James and Harry should be together. Do I know who is coming back to Hollyoaks? No one that is not already announced, I don't think, but you never know. It could be someone strutting back into the village anytime soon. Brendan and James would make a good couple. Well, now at least we'd have lots of facial hair together, so that'd be good, wouldn't it? I'm not going to find a good guy, and James isn't going to find a good guy in Hollyoaks. No, probably, that's possibly true. If I wasn't an actor, would I be a solicitor? I don't think I'd be a solicitor. I did very poorly in my law A-level. I made up a lot of cases, and I didn't get a passing grade, so I don't think I'd do that well. Let's have a look. Which Hollyoaks character would I bring back? Well, speaking very selfishly, I'd probably bring back John Paul just purely because James is my mate, and it'd be fun to work with him again. Do I think James will find out he has a secret child? Does James have a secret child? This is news. Maybe he does have a secret child. Who could tell? Maybe something will be revealed in tonight's episode. I don't know. I'm not sure. When does Steph Davis return? I think towards the end of the summer. I think she'll begin filming, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Do the Nightingales find out about Sammy? Hard to say. There's certainly going to be a lot of revelation in the next few episodes, so definitely watch. It's more than possible. I'm just reading a few of these. If I could play any other character, who would I be? Who would I be? Currently, I would probably be Glenn Donovan. He has a lot of fun storylines, so I think I'd nick Bob's character for just a few days and go in and throw a gun around and things like that. It's always good fun, isn't it? Right. Does James's dad come back to Hollyoaks? Well, he certainly does for these episodes because we're flashing back. But if he was to come out of his locked-in state, then that would be a shock to all the Nightingales. What can we expect from the flashback episodes? Lots of revelation, lots of heartache. It's a very painful journey for James to go back on. He starts to delve back into memories that he hasn't thought about for a long time, and it's those memories that ultimately bring the revelatory moment. Will there ever be another Hollyoaks later? Not that I'm aware of. No, I went up for Hollyoaks later many years ago, and anyway, that's another story. What's going on with Buster and Luke's son? I don't know, but I don't think it's good. What do we got here? I hope it comes out that James... it will, to some extent, come out. Certainly for the viewers, they'll get a really good insight into the life that Mac made James lead, and how he affected his mindset and his mental health, and why he's ended up the way he is. What do we got? Will Harry and James end up together? I don't know. What's the best scene you've done, and who was it with? Do you know some of the work that we've done actually on this episode with Paul Reardon, our director, and Lizette, was incredibly painful to work on and shoot. Very demanding, long days, just the two of us in this on this set. So yeah, I'm really proud of the work that's gone in on that, and hopefully you'll agree when you see it tonight. How will James cope with falling in love and being betrayed? Pretty badly. I'm going to say pretty badly. He's not one to to accept that kind of thing, and I imagine it's going to hurt him pretty deeply. Do I secretly enjoy playing a villain? Is James a villain? I don't know. I'm not sure he's a villain, but I certainly enjoy playing James. If you think he's a villain, then I definitely enjoy playing a villain. But yeah, I'm excited for what happens next for James. Yeah, thank you, Rebecca. Spencer, I am extremely excited. There's going to be the start of a storyline in these next 2 or 3 episodes, which will play out over some time going forward, and I'm extremely excited about all of those things that are going to be revealed. So hopefully you will be too. Do you ever do theatre work? I'd love to work at the Globe. Yeah, I've done lots of theatre in the past, but obviously working here now, so maybe in the future sometime. I think Ellie could do better. Of course she could do better. Sammy. Idiot. Trying to set me up. I can't believe it. Not a villain, misunderstood. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. What have we got here? Does James end up going to prison? We'll find out, and you'll find out pretty soon what happens to James. It's not looking good for him, I'll say that. Thank you, Gemma. That's very sweet of you. Yes, I'd like him to find real love too. Do I want to stay for the long term? Yeah, very much so. There is not a better job to be had, so I absolutely love working here. I love working with the crew and all the guys in my family and things like that. So yeah, I certainly hope so. If I could pick another soap to be in, what would it be? No, there are no other good soaps. It's just Hollyoaks. Come on, get with the programme. Does James and Sammy ever get along with each other? I don't know. I can't see James and Sammy being great pals, honestly, although they are quite similar. So potentially. It'd certainly be fun to work more with Rishi, who is a lovely guy. And so, yeah, maybe. Does James rebuild the relationship with the rest of his family? Yeah, there's certainly some catharsis and some more understanding, but yeah. Have I seen much of the World Cup? Yes. What a scandalous decision it was to play a second-string side yesterday. No, I don't think so, really. But I'm a Spurs fan, so always a shame not to see Harry Kane on the pitch. Do I play sports? Well, I certainly would if I got any spare time, but I don't get very much, and I've got kids, so all the sports I do are about 4-year-old sports, about that high. The new McQueen might be for James. I don't know. There's a new McQueen, is there? Oh, yes, that's right. There it is. Here we go. It's been nice to see the soft side of James. Yes, I think we're about to see the much harder side of James coming out. Is Harley James's long-lost daughter? I couldn't possibly say. You'll have to watch. But I will tell you that it's definitely going to be revealed soon. If you did go to prison, I won't be watching it till you're back. Yeah, man. Well, maybe I'd be filmed in prison. Who knows? Everything is open. There's all sorts of possibilities. Thank you, Savannah. What a lovely name. I feel for Alfie. He's never. I know. Well, I mean, to be honest, the Nicer Girls have all had a pretty rough trot since they arrived in Hollyoaks Village. So I definitely feel sorry for Alfie. He's obviously going through a tough time, and that storyline's been incredible. And Richard's done amazing work. So, yeah. Does Matt come back? As I said earlier, he certainly is in these sets of episodes. We're going to see him kind of looking a bit like Elvis. So if you like Elvis and you like David Easter, then two worlds have collided and you're going to have a great time. I'll answer just a last question here. Is Alfie ever going to get better? I certainly hope so. But I think these kind of issues don't just clear up overnight. He's going to need long-term care. So, yeah, I hope so. Right, folks, thank you very much. I've really enjoyed answering your questions. Tonight, 7 o'clock, we're going to roll back the years, see a young James Nightingale and find out a lot about his past. And there shall be several revelations which you're probably not seeing coming. Okay, thank you very much, and I shall see you soon.